Hello, Babel traders. Welcome to the new recap. Myself and Brian would be doing. My name is Paras Chandwani, and we had some really nice trades at the open with quite a few stocks reporting their earnings and quite a few stocks in play at the open. So one of the trades that I took at the open, which was I was close to one and done on the day, but I still took a couple of more trades at the open. But let me showcase on what I did. At the open, AMD has reported earnings, and it was actually, the stock was gapping down, but the volume at the open was very, very strong. And what this led to me is 83.50 was definitely, there was a seller at that point, but the buyers were so strong at the open, and as soon as it confirmed on the day and the offer lifted, that's where it immediately, within a matter of seconds, it popped up close to 50, 70 cents, and I sold, moved up $1, and then added more as it held the 84 area, and then sold again at the 85 area. So this was the trade where you call it as a one and done on the day. Really nice profitable trade, and finally I got stopped out as it could not hold the 84 area, and that was my final exit on my first trade. There were a couple of other trades that I took on AMD. I tried to short here at the 82.75 level, risking 15 cents out of it, and then it tried to drop. The tape was bearish at this point immediately, but 82.50 was a very strong buyer, and as soon as it came back up, there's no reason for me to stay in that trade, and I stopped out. Another trade that I took on Tesla was I was looking for a continuation, and that again I got stopped out, but as you can see, it moved really nice on the upside. The thesis was that usually when a stock is strong and they tend to form some kind of a consolidation at this point, and as and when this area was actually holding 162.8, and I tried to go long for the break, and the same exact move that I was thinking to go long, but couldn't capture it. As soon as it popped and dropped very quickly, and I stopped out just because I'm relying more on the tape. I have to step out. I stopped out and with a small loss. So these were the trades that I took on the day. But so what did you trade, Brian? I know you captured really nice move on Starbucks and Tesla. So can you showcase them?
Yeah, we can. Well, we can talk. Yeah, talk about Tesla first, I guess.
Okay.
That nice. All right. No, okay. You got Starbucks up. We'll use Starbucks. Yeah. No, I was looking at Starbucks because obviously there was a catalyst. There was earnings, a report last night. So sort of a mixed report, but regardless, the market overall, I guess, didn't like it because it was gapping down and was setting up. It was kind of choppy, but then it started to set up as a rising devil. So I like the look of it. It met most of my criteria. It was gapping down, trading below the VWAP, going into the open. The only thing I didn't like about it as a rising devil trade, my one criteria is I like to see more weakness as we get closer to the open. And it actually, the last couple of minutes just before the open, it kind of popped up. So I had it on my charts, was just watching it, and I noticed it did pop up right at the open, but then it started to sell off, and it really started to lose the low of the pre-market. So that's where was my signal to go short. So yeah, I got a nice short on it around 107 and change.
Nice.
Got it all the way down into the 106s, one of the little 106s. Yeah, nice move.
Awesome.
And then later in the trading day, here you can see I was watching it sell off again, and I basically said 105 is a level that's definitely going to hold. So 105 waited there, and I got along, and then got a nice move back up again.
Wow.
So traded it a couple times. Yeah, so that was really good. Good trading stock today. Starbucks usually is a good trader, but today it was. So yeah,
and I'm sure even Carlos was mentioning in the pre-market session today that Starbucks is a good trading stock when it has a catalyst behind it, and you captured amazingly on the short side on capturing the two legs, and also on the long side capturing that a reversal to VWAP. So amazing trade on that. And you traded Tesla as well, right? And I think that's one of the one of the trades that is a very very pullback trade. And you want to explain that?
Yeah, so basically you can see right where your cursor is there right now. Tesla was strong at the open, and then quite often a lot of these stocks, we look at these and we see these after this first move, you get this this sort of couple of minutes of consolidation, pullback, what I call them, ABCD patterns. But that's where, I was watching Tesla pull back there, and then as soon as it started to make a breakout again, I got a long on it. So yeah, that was another nice setup. I really don't have a name for that particular pattern, but it just repeats over and over. So
No, that's awesome.
you get that nice initial surge, and then you get a bunch of profit taking, and the pullback, and then the buyers take over again and just push it higher. So yeah, anyway, that's also another good trade today.
So, and a lot of members on in the chat room traded Nvidia, and this was a really nice move on the downside and a complete V reversal now on the upside. So a lot of people on the chat room were able to capitalize on that, and a lot of people in the chat room also traded Meta. And yeah, I traded Meta as well. Sorry, I missed to recap that, but I tried to capture for the break of 240 and break of 240.40. And I popped up and sold some, but immediately got stopped out. So those were some of the trades that I took, and had a beautiful, amazing day today. And definitely there is a Fed news that's gonna come up at 2 p.m. EST today. So do watch out for that. I'll be watching out for that and seeking opportunities if we can trade that. So have a great rest of your day, and thank you, Brian. It's always amazing to hang out and trade with you. And it's always amazing to have profitable.
Thanks for hopping on, Clayton. Thor couldn't make it, and our Andrew is hiking Everest.
Yeah,
and have a good day, everybody. And as Per said, watch out 2 o'clock, and then particularly 2:30 when Fed Powell starts to speak. We're going to get some volatility for sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And absolutely do watch, like, subscribe. You know what needs to be done. So thank you for all the follow and all the support you guys have been doing. So really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.